We're going to get you through hump day, baby. DC Sports Live in full effect.
Get it.
I love that camera right there.
That is dope right there. That's
Shout
hot.
outs to Boombaye Ali, our director, doing his thing. Travis Thomas, Wes.
What's going down?
Wes Hall in the house.
I just realized I've worn black all this week. I don't know why.
You are Johnny Cash.
Ring of Fire.
Johnny, straight cash, homie.
Let's get it.
DC Sports Live presented by Marlowe Furniture. Welcome in, everybody.
Yes. I'm so glad it's not raining anymore.
Yeah.
Just everything feels right about it.
I'm not going to lie, though. It was hot as hell outside today.
Again, that's why you wear black. That way you can...
You attracted the heat with the black.
No, but I also, maintain the ability to resist perspiration, or at least the appearance of perspiration. I stay cool.
No doubt. Yeah. All right, well, let's keep it cool. We'll go with trending now on NBC Sports
I like
Washington.
that, Travis.
Before we get into 3, 2, 1, of course, Chris Miller sat down with Isaiah Thomas out at the Vegas Summer League. It's hot out there, Wes.
Ooh, 114 at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Check out what IT says about the upcoming season. Learning the system is key for when Dwayne Haskins finally gets a call to start. We know it's coming.
Amen to that, right.
And Max Scherzer didn't pitch in last night's All-Star game, but he still managed to make his presence felt.
Yes.
All right, Wes, with that, let's get into it, and we'll start right there for 3, 2, 1. The Nats were hot as fish grease going into this All-Star break. So, Wes, that begs the question. You're looking at a cast of characters here.
Okay.
Rendon, little Scherzer, a little Juan Soto. Who is the first half's MVP in the mind of Wes Hall?
This is quite simple.
Oh, it's simple.
It's simple because no offense to anybody else who's, has a chance at this. It comes down to Max Scherzer. Look at this, a 2.3 ERA, 181 strikeouts. That leagues MLB right now. He's in first place with that, and he managed to do that with one eyeball, okay? Now, mind you, he has 2 differently colored eyeballs.
Was he a pirate?
Yes, he's a pirate, and that's why whenever you talk about the legend of Max Scherzer, you got to do it one eye closed because dude's throwing straight smoke over the plate with one eyeball. That's crazy. Yes, he's the MVP. No offense to Rendon and Soto.
Whenever you start a statement with no offense, you're
it's coming.
absolutely
You know it's
gonna
coming.
offend everybody else, and you have offended me because the answer is Anthony Rendon, sir.
Whatever.
Listen, I will say this to be fair.
Okay.
Juan Soto's time is coming.
Yes, it is.
And I'll say this, Wes, when he becomes the man,
Yeah, when he takes that next step.
he will be the guy for a decade plus.
Yeah.
Like, when he becomes the man, it's a wrap.
I agree.
The answer to this question for the next 10 years plus will be Juan Soto. Fair enough? We agree there.
We agree.
Okay,
We agree.
we're together so far. Scherzer, I understand it. How can I sit here and argue it, right? The guy throws gas. He's a leader. He has, was it one eye?
One eye.
The pirate. Okay. He's a pirate of the Caribbean, apparently. But I got to tell you, man,
Pirate of the Potomac.
and I hate to sound like Worm, right? But when you look at the numbers, Wes, the numbers don't lie, man.
I know Rendon.
Anthony Rendon, listen to this. I
Bring
took
it.
some notes.
I like notes. Bring notes. I got some smoke for you. Go ahead.
Anthony Rendon is top 20 in everything in the league, but in the NL specifically, okay? He's top 10 in batting average. He's top 20 in home runs. He's top 15 in ribs. So
Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, like, you got to remember too, Wes, he missed some time. He still is putting up these kind of numbers, and he's good in the field. I will say this, and I think we agree here, the Nationals have to pay this guy.
Oh, yeah,
Because
you gotta
to me, he is a much better baseball player than Bryce Harper was.
Yes.
Now, Bryce bought
Bryce
more.
hits the long ball.
Right,
He's got the hair and the beard.
He's got the
We get it.
charisma, the
Yeah.
marketing, yada,
Yeah,
yada,
I
yada.
get
He
that.
puts
No,
butts
but
in the
baseball,
seats.
I agree.
do understand that.
I agree.
But Rendon is a much better baseball player.
Let me give you another pushback on why, again, it is Max Scherzer and that, no one should be offended while I'm telling the truth here. You ever been hit in the face by a baseball?
Hell no.
He has. I have too. Long time ago. That hurts. Like, really, really badly.
Can you tell real quick how you got hit in the face from baseball?
Yeah, Little League Baseball, when your friends don't know how to pitch and coach says that you got to stand there and be the crash test dummy. It's things that we did back in the day. I'm not going to tell you the decade because then I will age myself. Suffice it to say, being hit in the face with a baseball and then deciding the next day I'm going to come out and still throw heat. The man's got a 9-5 record on the season. And remember, right the day after, You took a 90-mile-an-hour baseball in batting practice
Oh.
to the face.
Oh.
And then you decide, oh yeah, but I still need to go out and pitch tomorrow. So as long as everybody stands to this side of me, on my good side, I can still throw heat. And that's what he did.
Fair enough.
I respect the man.
I would like, is there a picture of evidence of?
No.
Okay.
This is
Just wanted to ask.
This is pre-iPhone, pre-social media. Before
wanted to
people like, no pic, it's not real. No. We did a whole lot of things before there were, Instagram.
Just want to ask if anyone
No,
in Wes's
there's no
family
picture.
is
And
watching.
Even if I did have the picture, I would not dare give you that kind of ammunition. No.
If any halls are watching
No.
right now. Would like
They're
to-
watching. They know what's up.
If there's maybe a VHS.
No, first of all, if there's a VHS.
Let's
in
go
my
to number
house-
2. I just want to see the evidence. That's all
No,
I'm
there's no
saying.
evidence.
We all know Kawhi signed with the Clippers, and then he snatched PG-13 from Russell Westbrook. He said, give me that.
Trust.
Russell, you don't know what to do with him. Bring him to L.A. Come on home, dog. So the super teams in the NBA continue, and 2 of them are in the City of Angels.
Yes, they are.
Wes,
Yes, they are.
With both, obviously, the Clippers and the Lakers. So the question is, will LeBron be remembered for his skills on the floor or for being the architect of super teams?
So every LeBron conversation is going to start off with what he did on the floor, because when a guy's 6'8", 250, and he's a physical phenom, yay, we get that. He's won 3 NBA championships. Sorry that he's been 3-6 in the finals. Anyway.
That's rude.
What? It's a fact. I'm only telling you facts. Here's the thing that I'm going to remember about LeBron beyond his physical prowess that we all love to laud. 70-plus players have played with one LeBron James.
Right.
Compared to Jordan, that was 25. When you look at that, 70 players, over 70, because I didn't include all the dudes from last year who got traded away from the Lakers. That's like 6 different teams, dude, with one guy. That's a lot of personnel. That's a lot of turnover, most of which inflicted by him. He created and initiated that. Now, if I'm some of these younger players, this is something I would whisper into one of their ears, just because, I like to be cantankerous from time to time. You gonna let Bron treat you like that? You gonna let Bron just bump your whole career to the side so he can try to get another chip? Look, my agent would be in fuego, trying to figure out how to stop this, because 70-plus players is ridiculous for one guy to kind of just pretty much say, I'm looking for another championship. I'm going to go down to Miami. We're going to get my man Chris Bosh, and then we're going to get D-Wade. Oh, yeah, now I'm going to go back to Cleveland. Can I get D-Wade this time, and then can I get Derrick Rose? And then, oh, yeah, I need Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. I need y'all to come over here so that way I can go to the Lakers. That is so wrong to me. It's so wrong. Stay still, earn your chips the right way. If you don't get them, you don't get them. So be it.
I don't know if it's because you're dressed like a member of Jagged Edge tonight or not, but we are not on the same page, Wes Hall.
First of all,
I mean,
why are we hating on Jagged
we
Edge?
ain't getting no younger.
Man, where the party at?
Yeah.
You can get the keys to the range. That's what I remember from Jagged Edge. You understand what I'm talking about?
We disagree on everything.
How?
Listen, man, I'll say this. First of all, I want to give props to Skip Carter for this question, because it actually made me, think, which is not really my thing.
Oh.
But I was
Little
very
bit of provosculation.
introspective.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Very introspective tonight. So thank you, Skip Carter, because this question made me realize, I think LeBron a long time ago, Wes, realized I'm not going to be greater than Michael Jordan.
You really think he conceded that?
And I'll tell you why. Maybe even Kobe. I think he conceded it. And you know what? Kudos to him, because I think he realized what he had over them was this ability to be a player coach, GM, damn near an owner. I mean, he's doing everything short of signing checks. And in the case of Anthony Davis, he kind of is, right?
'Cause we share agents.
They share
And he
agents.
got Anthony
and he
Davis
got
to
him
take
the
that $4
Space
million.
Jam 2 money, right?
And the $4 million that he got him to concede to take off.
Yes.
So
the answer to this
question.
question for me is he'll be remembered more for this, for being an architect, and I'll tack on this, and I don't mean to poo-poo it, it's a big deal, but I'm gonna tack it on. Social activism. Michael Jordan didn't do that.
Yeah.
Kobe
You ain't
Bryant
lying
didn't
about
do that.
You lying about
LeBron has that. He has the architect stuff. And I do believe post-playing career, unlike Michael Jordan, which is an absolute train wreck with what he's doing down there in Charlotte, okay? To me, I think LeBron post-playing career, that's a lot of reason why I think he went to the Lakers, is to set that up.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to do Hollywood. Hell, he's got damn near every
he's
show
already
on
doing it
TV
right now.
already,
He's
right?
already doing it now.
And movie. So to me, I think ultimately history will be kinder to LeBron, because sure, he did his thing on the court, but he doesn't compare to those guys for what he's done on the court. off the court, he's going to get more brownie points than them. Does that make sense?
Yes, LeBron the man versus LeBron the player. That argument, I totally agree with you. The man, so nothing but respect. Salute you. Great job. For all the reasons you meant.
Yeah.
Now, as the player, again, can we talk about a guy who has walked off a couple of teams knowing that he was going to leave them? When he left Cleveland, what did he do? Tuck his head, walk off the court. Showed up in Miami. We're not going to win. Not one.
Right.
Not two.
Talking that stuff.
First of all, to sit there and have an entire Sports Center episode for an hour to get to the end and be like, I'm taking my talents to Miami. You could have just said that. You could have called somebody. You didn't have to do all that. So for me, there are a lot of things that he does that I find a little bit extra. Yeah. And it's not LeBron hate. I'm just like, play ball. Win the games that you're supposed to win. Play it straight up and stop doing this pseudo coaching, pseudo GM thing. If you want to be the GM, put your big boy pants on, retire, and then go upstairs and take on the full mantle. You don't get to play cloak and dagger hiding behind the scene like, hey, man, later on next season, we're going to have my agent call your agent and we'll come. Man up. If you want to be a player, be a player. If you want to be a coach, be a coach. If you want to be a GM, be a GM. You can't do all of that at the same time. And that's why certain players, one Kawhi Leonard, didn't want to play with LeBron, because I'm not going to sit here and play with two coaches on my team and one of them happens to be on the court with me at the same time.
All right, we're going to number one, and Wes, we're not even going to spend much time on this.
I know, because I talked all of this.
No, but here's why. Because this topic to me, I mean, I'm just getting sad even saying this.
Oh, man.
No disrespect to the award show on that other network, but at the same time, disrespect to the award show on the other network, because this is the worst night in sports of the year. Awful Announcing agrees. They did a poll about it. Want to see it? Here it go. Basically saying, hey, this is the worst night in sports, right? Yeah, duh. 80% of the people. I want to know the 20 that said no. Explain yourself.
I'm going to defend the 20.
Wes, how can we fix this sports epidemic?
Well, first of all, in defense of the 20, you claim to be a sports fan, and there are other teams that are still playing today. For example, the Mystics and the Mercury played earlier today. So if you want to watch sports, you can definitely watch some WNBA action. Wimbledon's still going on, too. Here's the deal. If you want to fix this, I've come up with a couple of possible remedies. Just off the top of my head. First of all, you can embrace the whole World Sports Day thing and make it a brand and just have fun playing with that and schedule games on it, knowing that it's the worst sports day of the year. Also, you could go local and just play some sports around the house, you know, be community, get out and about and just have some fun. Meet your neighbor, you know, play outside like we did when we were kids. Love me some wiffle ball. But you got to put tape on the end of the bat, though, so that way the weight ratio and everything. But number 3, and this is actually my favorite idea, make it a sports movie marathon. Pull out Sandlot, The Program, Blue Chips, Hoosiers. Have a fit of nostalgia. Show the kids some of the stuff that we used to watch back. Rudy, yes. Fast forward to the end, though, because it's a little slow in the middle. Just go ahead and get to the end and, you know, get to the point.
Brian's song. Have yourself a nice,
the natural,
strong
the
cry,
longest yard, both versions of it. Any given Sunday, whatever. But for me, if you're going to consider it the worst sports day ever, the remedy is to pull things back into the house and enjoy your family. It's the summertime. Show your kids some of the stuff you used to do back in the day. Pull out those VHSs if they do happen to exist, which they don't in my world.
I'm going to give you the shortest 10-second answer ever. Everything you said is right.
Thank you.
I'm not disagreeing with anything you said.
Amen to that. I appreciate it.
However, there's a flip side to that coin.
Lord.
Sir, you left out a very important group of people.
Who?
The sports gamblers. I will tell you something. This is the worst, not only day of the sports year, but the week. You know why? Because when the baseball players come back, even this weekend, it's like us when we come back to work from vacation. They don't care. Baseball season's so long, they're like, dude, we're just getting back from a break. They don't even run out bases. They don't go for ground balls. I'm telling you, when baseball comes back, watch the first few days. It's awful. It's an awful product. I'm just telling you, it's the worst week in sports. Forget the night. That was longer than 10 seconds.
You know what they should do to fix it? For all the guys who sit out of the All-Star game who was supposed to be in it, we're going to make you play a regular game on that day now.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
See?
All right, coming up
Real
at DC Sports Live, is it football season yet, man?
Hurry up.
Pete Haley will help ease our pain next. DC Sports Live, we'll be back. Hey, Hey, you know that music, it's Extra Point. Adam Silver says he's going to fix the NBA draft day trade fiasco.
They better.
I mean, Wes, it's about time. Right?
Look, you had 11 guys in the first round that didn't get drafted by the team that they actually landed with. The Lakers drafted DeAndre Hunter, even though he ends with the Hawks. The Suns drafted Jared Culver, who's with the Timberwolves. The Hawks drafted Jackson Hayes, who's actually with the Pelicans. I'm confused. Just give them an NBA logo or happen to just let them be drafted by the team they're going to be with.
This is how bad it is. I had all this stuff written down of how to explain what I meant, and then I was like, nope, if you watch the NBA draft, you know exactly what we're talking about.
You know what we're talking about, like, who? Wait, he's not going to that team? Okay, I'm confused.
For everything Wizards, including the latest from Chris Miller and Chase Hughes out in Vegas at the Summer League, check out the My Teams app where you'll get all the info you need. Don't have the My Teams app? What's wrong with you? Go get it. Rip it. Just when I thought I never wanted to see that again, I'm glad to see it. I gotta admit, Pete Haley.
We're now spacing it out so it doesn't sting your eyes as much. It's more like it's an old friend. It's the old Petey's animation.
I know, and to be honest with you, when I see it, it means football's here.
Yeah.
Air quotes, because this is a
Yeah.
PD training camp primer, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I got 4 PDs as we're
Yeah.
getting closer to Redskins training camp, and the first PD is going to Trent Williams, and it is the I Hope to See You Soon award. I love training camp. I'm excited to see JP Finley down there, Mitch Tischler, even AJ Atai. I got Mitch Tischler on my shirt, by the way.
There you go.
It's the first time I put a blazer
That
on the
is
Mitch shirt,
beautiful.
and I really, really like it. But anyway, I'm excited to see those guys, but I really would much rather see Trent Williams down there. Yes. And I understand he may not be in Richmond at the beginning. I don't think that's necessarily going to doom them. They can still fix it come August in Ashburn. But even if he's just there wearing 71, not even practicing, just on the sidelines smiling,
be there.
knowing the situations behind him would do my little heart some good. So Trent, I hope to see you soon so you can collect your PD. Let's just put this all behind us.
But Pete, do you kind of feel like some of this stuff is because he doesn't want to be there?
I think
I want to skip out on training camp and then we'll kiss and make up right before the season.
I do kind of get that. He's a veteran. He's injury prone. Why would you want to be in that Richmond heat? Who knows if you're even healthy enough to be there in the first place? So I do see that. But just, I think it'd be good for the team, for Gruden, for everybody. Just have Trent there and put the distraction behind us.
I just think if you get training camp, that's one piece you don't have to worry about while we go back and forth with the quarterback situation.
Yeah, and also we don't see Eric Flowers play as much at left tackle, which nobody wants to see. It's just kind of disturbing and kind of ugly. So I don't want to see
Pete.
that. Eric Flowers will not be getting a PD in this segment, I promise you that. The second one is the May the Best Man Win Award. I'm giving it to the Redskins quarterbacks. Now, I've come up with this analogy. I want to see if you guys like it. Quarterback battles are like tequila shots.
Okay.
You don't necessarily want to have them all the time, but they're kind of fun when you have them. We buying it?
I love tequila shots. I mean, my answer was yes in the beginning.
Okay.
He lost me at tequila. I'm not.
You don't get that with tequila?
No, I do not.
So regardless how you feel about tequila, the Redskins have a quarterback battle with Dwayne Haskins, Case Keenum, even Colt McCoy if you want to do that. And everything they're going to do down in Richmond is going to be scrutinized, how they throw the ball, how many times they sneeze, how they look with their face masks, how much ankle tape they're wearing. All of that is going to be evaluated, and it's going to be on Jay Gruden and company to choose the person who earns the job, not the draft pick, not the guy who's getting paid the most. Who's going to earn the job? So may the Best Man Win award to Redskins quarterback.
What does this have to do with taking shots again? What?
Quarterback battles, you don't want them all the time because that means your position's in flux. You don't want to take tequila shots all the time because it means you're a maniac. But every once in a while, you take a tequila shot. It's fun.
You're
like,
with this?
Wait a second.
Yeah, I'm not turning
kinda
down
get
free
behind
tequila,
this.
bro. I'm sorry.
You didn't even hear the analogy. You
He
just heard
said,
the
I
drink.
told you, he had me at tequila.
Yeah.
That's what I tapped
That's my
out.
guy.
I was like,
Wes,
all
we
right,
need to
whatever.
hang out and go out more because it sounds like you're kind of my guy.
Say
You guys
win.
are luscious, man.
And I own mine.
Yeah, so I think it's in my contract. I have to make a couple alcohol jokes for every PD, so I have one more coming in a little bit. This is the third PD. This is the Do Not Sleep on Him award. I'm giving it to Montez Sweat. Dwayne Haskins, of course, is going to get most of the focus as the quarterback. You got Darius Geis coming back, Landon Collins, Adrian Peterson's going to be there for the first time in training camp. So there's going to be a lot of people to focus on. But do not forget about Montez Sweat. I mean, the guy's arm length, he could touch both sides of the TV and not have to move. His speed, Gruden has said he's already one of the fastest guys on the team. So we aren't sure about whether Dwayne Haskins will make an impact, when necessarily he's going to make that impact. But I think Montez Sweat, the first snap to the last, is going to really take this defense over the top. Travis, if you want to put some Defensive Rookie of the Year money on Montez, he may not be a favorite, but if you want to make some cash, maybe help your kids get some college funds, I'd say Montez might be your guy. I know you like to gamble on Arena.
Yes.
Make up those losses with Montez Sweat, Defensive
like
Rookie of the
it.
Year.
Question, who's the vet that's kind of taken Montez under his wing?
It's Ryan Kerrigan. I think that's a tremendous role model. Ryan said you know, I'm not going to be able to teach him anything physically. The guy has all the tools, but in terms of diagnosing formations and just knowing where to look and what to put together before snap, Ryan Kerrigan's a great guy to learn from. So Montez is going to take that ownership under Ryan and kind of learn from him that way.
Plus, you know this too, Wes. Kerrigan is a pro's pro.
Yes.
So he's going to teach the kid about showing up, being accountable, working hard, off season, taking care of your body. The whole
That's
nine.
it. That's everything that you just said. It's not about the physical attributes. The guy's talented enough. It's about understanding what it takes to be a professional at this level and consistent in doing it.
It's kind of like what you do with Pete.
Yeah, I have the physical
right.
attributes, but I
You
need to
got it.
learn from you the mental aspect.
Good job. Both of y'all
Right?
nice, man. Checks
Yeah.
in the mail.
Yeah,
Well,
of
actually,
course.
direct deposit because I don't
Yeah,
like checks no more.
make sure he gets there quick, too. I could
Please.
use
Yeah, the
any and
weekend's coming
all
up.
financial assistance. And the last PD, this is the Get Ready for Another Karaoke Performance. I'm giving it to the citizens of Richmond. So
Oh, boy.
in Richmond, the days are for practice and interviews and content gathering. But once it becomes like 6 o'clock, all the NBC Sports Washington crew kind of starts hanging out. We go for camaraderie. We hang out at bars and restaurants. We enjoy each other's company. And there's this place, Baja Bean. It does karaoke every night. In the past couple years, we have represented there. Matt Parrison, Mitch Tischler, and I, 2 years ago, we did Higher by Creed. Kind of a
wow.
shout out. We're cousins with the Creed guy, so we did that for Kirk. And then last year, we did Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. A crowd pleaser, my absolute go-to. So this year,
That's your go-to?
I don't know what we're coming up with. We usually have to take about 8 or 9 drinks of Tecate, get a bunch of beers going, and we decide about 30 seconds before, but we sign up, we go up and do karaoke. Mitch usually bails halfway through, so then I take the microphone. I'm walking through the crowds. I'm high-fiving. I'm kissing babies. I'm hanging out. So be ready, Richmond. Karaoke's coming for year 3. I don't know what's coming, but it's going to happen at some
I
point.
just want to apologize to all the patrons in Richmond, Virginia, for what's coming your way.
It's gonna
I'm
be a
sorry
hurricane of
I missed out
nonsense.
on the yeah note from Miley Cyrus.
Yeah!
Party. Yeah, I'm mad I missed that.
It's a party in the U.S., and then you do a pause.
What's he doing with his hands?
This is like the little note thing.
Because that's how you got to do it. You got to
US.
send the note
Don't
up.
encourage
You have to
this.
send the note up. You have to go reach for the
Oh,
note.
God. Is this segment over? Are we done?
A party in the USA.
Pete Haley.
We always apologize for
Jay-Z,
PDs, yeah.
what was it? The Jay-Z thing?
The Jay-Z song is on.
Oh,
the
and then
PD
this.
song is on.
I mean, come on.
This is what I do in karaoke. Is wear that shirt and I gyrate like that. It's fun.
PDs.
It's really fun. Can't wait to see Richmond.
I hope no kids are awake right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Time now for last call. Last call here. Wes, an armored truck in Atlanta. I
Yeah.
guess their door flew open and it rained down cash upon thee. 175 large to be exact. WWWD. What would Wes do?
What money? What are we talking about? I was on the way to work this morning. I stopped by Starbucks. That's about it. All I can tell you is, though, babe, we're going back to Italy, first class, next week. Call in off. That's all you need. What? Like you're going to get the money back?
I am a good Samaritan.
You a lie and a half. You a lie and a half, dog. You ain't giving that money back.
Wait,
You going straight to your man and be like, hey, who's playing tonight?
Hold on, man. Every time we do this show together,
Sorry.
you say something country.
Sorry.
Where did the half come from?
It's
I'm a lie and a half.
You know how we get down, man.